Hey there, I'm Bergeron, and today we're going to continue our series on perspective. Today we're going to look at two-point perspective. Grab yourself a coffee, a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, and I'm going to show you some really quick tricks to make two-point perspective super easy. Let's do it. Here we go. Okay, so two-point perspective is not as difficult as you've been led to believe. I want you to just take and draw a line somewhere across your page. And you're going to put a vanishing point here and a vanishing point here. This line is what we commonly refer to as eye level or EL. Don't make it any more difficult than that. Take one line that intersects the page, okay? Just one single line for right now. And then draw a line, maybe you should draw a line in pencil. So draw that in marker or something. Then draw a line and pencil back to there, and draw a line from there back to there, and the same thing here. Remember, this is just for educational purposes. We're not trying to make a masterpiece. Now, what those things tell you is that all of the other lines on here, no matter how high or how wide you make this building, have to start and stop on that. So the back wall of this building, so if I draw another wall on this building, it has to start and stop there. It cannot go above that and it can't go below that. And if I draw another line, so I'm going to draw this building's going to be kind of long on this side. It has to be like that. There's no other, it cannot exist above that or below that. And that only refers to if this is a square building. So in other words, if this is a modern piece of construction, and it's built fairly square, it has to fall between those lines. Only if, there's a lot of variables here, but only if this is your two vanishing points, okay? So for right now, just do that. Do this and this, this and this, 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 and then put a peak on this thing, okay? So your peak is going to be, roughly in the middle here, like that. This back wall right here is going to be roughly the same angle as that. And the way that I generally figure that out is I just put a pencil on there and I go back like this. So that thing has to be, roughly on that angle. Again, this is just for educational purposes, right? So we know that the angle that thing has to go back has to be on that vanishing point. That's the reason we set up those things as vanishing points. And that's how you draw that house. It's no more difficult than that. Okay, let's try another example. Okay, so I want you to follow along with me, all right? So take a pencil and draw a line across your page. And that line is eye level, EL, okay? And I want you to put a dot here, that's going to be one vanishing point, and a dot here, that's going to be another vanishing point. Okay? So I want you to take a black marker or a pen or something that's different than the pencil and put one single line on the page. Now you'll see there's a greater distance between this and this than there is for this and this. I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. I just want you to follow along for right now. So about 1/3 of the way here, 2/3 here. So 1/3 of the way across here, the other 2/3 is open. Take your pencil and draw a line from the top of this to this vanishing point and from the bottom of this to this vanishing point. Okay, now take your pencil and draw a line from here to this vanishing point and from the bottom here to this vanishing point. Sorry, that's not quite straight. You'll do a better job because you're probably going to use a ruler. All right, so the front wall of this has to start and stop along this lines. So I'm going to make this one right here. You can make yours anywhere that you want. But this is the top and the bottom of this wall. Now I'm going to choose another location down here and I'm going to say this is the far right side of this building. And let's join a line from here to here, and from here to here. This one's not quite straight either, but you'll do a better job than me. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to figure out where a peak is going to be for this roof of this house. So I'm just going to do that. Just take a pencil and draw a line straight up. Okay, and then I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to draw a line up to there, and I'm going to draw a line from there to there. Now you're going to say to me, Rod, how are we going to figure out the angle of this roof? The answer is pretty easy. The line has to go from the peak down to the vanishing point. Everything has to vanish there. Now how are we going to figure out the angle of this? Well, this angle is very closely related to the angle back here. So if you take a pencil and you put it on here and you drag it straight across, that's the angle. So I'm just going to take my marker now and I'm just going to do that. Again, yours is going to be much neater than mine because you're going to use a ruler. All right, now you're just going to join this to that. That's it. That's the whole thing. Now everything else that falls on here all has to follow the same lines. So say you want to put a door on here. Well, your door would be here and here. What angle is the top of the door going to be? Well, that's already pre-decided for you because of where the vanishing point is. So you can just draw two verticals like that, and your horizontal is going to be on not quite that much of an angle, but like that. Same with the windows. So if you put a window here, and you want a window here, and a window here, and a window here, well, those windows are determined by the vanishing point. Okay, so you can just draw that with a pencil, and then come back in. And do that. It's that easy. Don't make it any more difficult than that on yourself. All right? Let's try it again. All right, so I want you to do the same thing again. I want you to take your pencil and I want you to draw a line straight across the page. Again, this is eye level. It's denoted by EL. And I'm going to put a vanishing point here and a vanishing point here. Okay? And this time I'm going to put my line, we're gonna make this a little bit more difficult this time. I'm gonna put a pencil line right here. So this is going to be the closest corner that's to me of this building. And we're gonna draw a line from here back to here, and from here back like this, the same thing here, the same thing here. Now, we know all of the walls have to fall between any of those lines that we've drawn on there, okay? So my bottom is going to be here, my other bottom here, my top right here, my top right here. Okay, so say now we're going to put a peak onto this. I'm not going to measure this, I'm just going to put that on there like that. And then this is going to come back like that. Where is the angle of my back one going to be? Well, it's going to be very close to this. It's going to be something like that. I'm going to take my pencil, just draw that in there, and then connect the dots. Okay? Make it really simple for yourself at the beginning. Don't try to make it so difficult that you can't figure it out. Keep it really, really simple and you'll have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of different ways that you can try this. You can put your first line above the eye level, below the eye level, different places along the eye level. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. I hope you try this many, many times. It's not difficult once you know a few simple tricks. All right, so if you learned anything from this, please give me a like. If you're currently a subscriber, I thank you very much. And if you're not currently a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again next time.